Joining us now to give some perspective on the security situation in the Federal Capital Territory and also prefer solutions is a security expert, Patrick AGBAMU. Good to have you on Newsday, Mr. AGBAMU. Many thanks for joining us to discuss this very worrying topic. How do you react to these latest intelligence reports stating that Boko Haram and also Dar es-Salaam have created camps around Abuja and surrounding states and are planning strategic attacks? Does this come as a surprise to you? What's your reaction?
And thank you for having me. No, it's not a surprise to me. We have been studying the situation, and we know that it's likely to happen. It's likely for them to plan because, as we speak, they have been dislodged from the northeast, and even at the northwest, serious attention is given to the bandits. So their presence in the north central, which incidentally, the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, is in the north central, is also included. So it was not a surprise, and I'm sure that the security agencies, it's not also coming to them as a surprise. But it's the format that came out to public from an internal memo by the Nigerian Customs Service, and it came out to the public. That is the only thing that surprised some of us that are worried that these are the things that should not have been in the public domain in the first instance. But I think it's not a surprise, and the security agencies have responded quickly to it.
All right, Mr. AGBAMU, let's talk about this. This is not the first time we are seeing these things happen in the Federal Capital Territory. April of 2014, we witnessed the Anya area witnessed some car bombing, and that took the security operatives and the Federal Capital Territory back. But what does this say about the fight against insurgency and, more importantly, the security apparatus in Abuja? Certainly they can be able to handle this, but other environs, are they as secure as Abuja, or how secure is Abuja at the moment?
Security is always security is always fluid. It changes, it's dynamic. Yes, but I can tell you that Abuja is secured, and the territories around Abuja, they are also secured. But it's not to say that the security agencies should let their guards down. They must quickly, at all times, 24 hours, be at alert, because these enemies of the country always re-strategize to be able to carry out their nefarious activities. But mind you that, some few weeks ago, the Department of State Security Services, and even the police came out to say that there's expected that there will be a hit-up in terms of security challenges all over the country, and some people are trying to create some disturbances. So it's not a surprise to them. Abuja has been tightened up, and all those areas have also tightened up. I think, speaking from what is on ground and communications I had with some of the security agencies today, nothing to worry about. But Abuja citizens, just like the Defense Headquarters came out with a release yesterday that people should move about their lawful duties without any fear. People should move about. Security agencies, they can be able to carry it, handle it. I don't think that issue of bombing like it used to be in the past, or disturbances or any attack will happen in Abuja or neighboring areas.
All right, Patrick, just as we read earlier, this was actually an alert raised by the Nigeria Customs Service through a memo, signed by H.A. Sabo, of the enforcement headquarters. What does this say about the synergy between the security agencies?
I have said it severally that the Nigerian security system architecture seems not to be coordinated. There's no reason why such a memo should, in the first instance, be in the public domain. I think that there must be a coordinating office. If the customs intercepts such an information, it's expected that a coordinating office in the National Security Advisor's Office, they have a joint intelligence board, bureau, who should process it and communicate to all the security agencies without creating the panic that we are seeing. I think the security agencies in Nigeria, still they are not coordinated. They lack synergy to be able to handle things properly. Again, this is an internal memo informing their personnel to be cautious of these areas and all that. But somehow it got to the public domain. Maybe one of the personnel released it. That also caused a question about the Official Secrecy Act and all that. So really, I think the security agencies must, as a matter of urgency, and for the interest of the nation and Nigerians, learn to work together, learn to carry out their responsibility appropriately.
Certainly, Mr. AGBAMU, but do you think that it poses a big risk now that this information is in the public domain? What would you say about that? And insecurity really seems to be worsening with the pandemic as well. How do you react to everything that's really going on?
No, I think I disagree in that security is getting worse because of the pandemic. I think that the security agencies, during the main heat of the pandemic and now up to their attacks, up to their responsibilities, things are getting much better. The earlier part of the time, we noticed a lot of banditry attacks in some northwestern states, but that is taken care of considerably now, and even the incursion towards North Central is also being handled. Apart from these issues, I think the security agencies have upped their game in terms of making sure that Nigerians feel safe and move about. But like I said, security is always fluid. It moves, it's dynamic. This moment, everything could be quiet and calm. The next moment, there could be some breaches. So they must, the security agencies must learn, and as a matter of urgency, be at alert at all times. And the citizens, they have a lot of role to play. Without panicking, the citizens must also report and pass information through the relevant authorities so that they can be protected.
All right, we want to say thank you to you, Mr. Patrick AGBAMU, a security expert. I would have loved to find out about you, but time is not our friend right now.